How about the scoreboard? Got anybody that can bring it down? Please. We're all going to be dying laughing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Professional. No. All good, man. Are you coming back? Maybe. Yeah. I'll just lay that over. Yeah. You got somebody. They won't bring it back out. It's like. Let's go! Back at the 12U National Championship, we start on the 3-1 pitch that's lined in the left. And short. Stop from going in the left center. Throw across to first. Tires Jensen Strong. Strong was at the plate when we hit the rain delay a little bit earlier. That to move everything around our equipment. Back alongside the executive director of Travel ball select, Rick Goff. Me, I'm merely gripping.
back when I played, you had a top 2 or 3, 4 in your lineup, and then the bottom 4 or 5 weren't very athletic. These guys go athletic from top to bottom, both teams.
Even on some of the best teams you would see as a kid.
True.
Different generation.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, look at the size of this kid, Rick. Come on. Get out of here with that.
Yeah, it's a different day and age we live in. I tell everybody, it's got to be in the water.
Going big over there. That's a great program. Tough to get into, of course. They'll have change when they need to. Tryout program. A little bit of a recruit program as well. Got him. That'll be the frame. How about that?
That's definitely the inning they needed.
Four-run game. So Campbell and Nave and Spann all go down on strikeouts. In the bottom half of the second, had a big inning for Lone Star Baseball to try to hang around in this ball game. Down by 4. Top half of the third inning coming up now. Bottom of the lineup. Eric Uriarte, Trenton DeMoss, Wyatt Garbade.
Having a 5-1 lead, though, East Cobb can be content trading even innings from this point forward. You know, LBC's got to figure out a way to win an inning, as they say.
Strike to start, outside corner. Duarte back into the screen. Slick fielding, center fielder with speed.
Great eye right there. They tried to get him to go for that outside fastball, set up just a little bit outside, but just a little too far wide. Great eye. Same spot with the curveball. Trying to get him to go fishing for that outside pitch. He's not budging. Great plate discipline right here.
Late on the fastball, but able to get a piece of it nonetheless. Elevated as well.
You know, he strikes me as one of those kids that has a great plate discipline, knows the strike zone, knows what to strike and what isn't, and he's going to hang around. He'll keep fouling pitches off, annoying you until he finally gets on base.
Lost it. Oh, now 3-2. My mistake.
That's what these guys do. They work the count, make the pitcher work hard. Another foul.
Yep. Continues to battle. LBC got off to a great start this week. their first 3 opponents 37-6 combined. 37-6. Before they lost their first ball game to the South Charlotte Revolution. How about the programs that are coming out of Charlotte the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years?
And the thing about it, Chris, is if Charlotte was able to do like in East Cobb and control that Marietta, Georgia area, they would become a powerhouse. But right now they're all spread out. There's a lot of organizations, great organizations in and out of the Charlotte area. If they were able to figure out how to bring all those good kids together, it'd be dangerous.
Still in base, Riarte. Trent DeMoss's first at-bat of the ball game, now with a runner in scoring position. Now it's an area that continues to grow population-wise.
Yeah, beautiful area, beautiful.
Oh yeah, sure. It's a growing trend around a lot of metro areas. As people continue to further out into the suburbs, you start seeing more programs sprout out. I mean, Metro Atlanta, same type case out in Walton County and Barrow County. On the east side of town, as you get about half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, hour 15 out, now you're starting to have teams pop up left and right.
Yeah, I know Todd Green, former Major League Baseball player.
Oh, yeah?
PG Diamondbacks got a great organization right outside Atlanta there.
Played them last year, my team did. In a state championship. His son, by the way, just won a state championship in one of the great all-time comebacks in Georgia high school baseball history. I was fortunate enough to call. As his son is a catcher for Blessed Trinity Catholic High School. They came back, scored 4 runs in the bottom of the final inning in Game 3 of the championship game to force extra innings, and then won it in walk-off fashion the very next inning. His son, a freshman catcher in 4A baseball in the state of Georgia. Impressive.
Yeah, I used to live outside the Atlanta area, just north of Atlanta. Lived there for about 5 years, and was fortunate enough in my time as an umpire to call many Blessed Trinity games. So I'm very familiar with that program.
Hot smash headed up the middle into the center field for a base hit. They're going to hold Duarte at third. In the end, it didn't turn out to be the best decision, a smart decision, but it would have worked for LBC the other way. DeMoss has got himself a hit. He'll take second on the throw. 2 men in scoring position now. The 11th man in the lineup, the designated hitter Wyatt Garbe.
You know, with no outs, you're down 4. There's really no benefit to taking a chance here. Even if something strange happened and LBC did not score in this inning, it's still the right play with this score. You know, I'm sure the Astros coach will have something to say to his young center fielder as he comes in. You know, not hitting the cutoff, airmailing a throw that allowed the runner to take second base uncontested.
I'll tell you something else we're seeing a lot more of in youth baseball. Hand placement at the letters, lower than we've ever seen them before. The Ronald Acuna effect. Where Garbe has his hands. Not my personal preference.
Well, in all my years of coaching, I've always told my kids, I don't really care where you start, how you start, as long as you get to the hitting zone on time. And that might be an unpopular opinion with some, but I truly believe in that.
At second, that'll score the run.
What a great job of hitting by that young man. Knows the situation, just puts the ball in play, hits a slow roller to the right side of the second baseman, advances not only the lead runner to come in and score, but now you got the second guy who was on second over third base. He can score the same way right here.
Did his job, as we like to say in the game. Now back to the top of the order, by the way, for Taz Tulowitzki. Still just one out, by the way. Solid contact, could score the run from third. That one sweeps outside.
One of the hardest things to do as a coach is to get a player to buy into giving himself up, sacrificing a ground ball to the right side.
Oh, bounce that one up there. Runner coming to the plate, and he'll score easily. 2 in the frame, 5-3 game. Foul away. Tulowitzki swinging out of his shoes. With no one on and no job to do, he was searching for the downs. Oh, called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. That's strike 3. All right.
Yeah, I don't think Tulo was too happy with that call on that one, but looks like he caught a lot of the plate with this pitch here.
Yep. Surprise, maybe. Expecting something else. Here's Luke Halfman. And he's starting with a strike. Halfman a strikeout victim his first time up. Five strikeouts in the ball game for Asher Mitchell. 4 of which come versus the top of the lineup. All 4 men at the top of the lineup have at least one punch out. You want to hold down a great offense, that's the way to do it early. Bounced another one up there.
Well, no matter what happens in this inning now, LBC's pushed over across the plate a couple of runs, so they've done what they wanted to do. They've come back, they've closed that gap, and this will give them some momentum going out in the bottom half of the inning here.
Mitchell shows a lot of emotion out there. Called strike 3, outside corner. Another man caught looking. That's the 4th of the ball game caught looking by my count. Make it 5 as a matter of fact. And that'll be the frame. However, 2 men reach on a walk and a single. Both come around to score. The RBI ground out by Garbe, the most important stroke of the inning. Wild pitch scores 1 as well. 2 across, 2-run ball game. Now, brand new ball game now after the 2 scratched across for the visitors. In that top half of the 3rd inning. 10 men came to the plate for these Cobb Astros in the home half of the 1st, but then they went down 1-2-3 on 3 consecutive strikeouts in the 2nd. We continue to weave our way through the middle of the lineup as Andrew Smart, Cooper Uten, and Asher Mitchell will get their whacks. Kalen Abbott. Smart a walk his first time up. Ahead in the count.
typically, you know, a big guy like this, you know, you want to throw him soft away and come in high and hard on the hands. And the first few pitches you've seen here, the curveballs off speed outside. It's a game plan they got with the bigger kids at this age level.
There it is.
There's the high hard inside. The problem is now you're behind 3-1.
Right.
And so you can't really play with the too much with the soft outside, or you'll end up with a walk if you're not careful.
Then you reach the temptation. I was just going to say really quick, trying to bust him on the hands, try to hit that inside corner, but you miss that mark.
That's what I was getting ready to say. It has a good possibility of clearing that 325 fence.
Deep drive to center field. Boy, oh boy, Rick, you and I on top of these last 3 pitches. Holy smokes, that ball was absolutely destroyed by Andrew Smart.
Well, I tell you, I mean, we sat there and we called it. We saw how they were working him, which was very smart. The approach to work on him was very smart. But when you fall behind 3-1, you still have to go away from a big guy like that. And if you leave it out over the plate, he's going to do exactly what we said. And with the 325-foot fence out there, I don't even think that one held. I think it cleared it.
You just miss your mark by a couple of inches, and it'll cost you.
You'll see this right here. It's just middle in, right where you want it in the sweet spot. You see the catcher? He was setting up outside, didn't get it where he wanted it. He slid in to try to receive the ball, but he wasn't receiving that one.
That ball was scorched.
As a catcher, the only ball you're going to receive in that situation is a new one from the umpire.
Cooper Uten now. He was one of the 4 consecutive walks to start the ball game. His got him an RBI. Right and foul.
But I tell you what, if you're going to make a mistake after you come up in the top half of the inning, score a couple of runs, the solo home run, while not ideal, solo home runs are not going to beat you in this game. But as we saw in the first inning, the walks will come back and get you. And that's why that LBC is in this hole right now, is just that one inning where they couldn't find the strike zone. I think I've told you my philosophy on walks, right? They'll kill you even in T-ball.
Yeah. Got it.
You can clearly see LBC's approach to pitching these big kids, man. They want to keep everything away from them. As we watch here on the line, see the catcher sitting outside. Where'd he get the ball? Right out there. He hit a spot.
It's a fine line, though. Asher Mitchell. Caught looking on strikes back in the first. Hot smash deep short, and into left for a hit.
Good piece of hitting right here. Stays on the ball, stays barrel through. Got the weight transferred on the back foot. Drives it right there just past the shortstop, just out of the reach. Nice effort there, short by the young man. See, once again, we see the approach away, soft away. We want to try to keep these guys off balance with our pitch selection. He wants to come high and tight inside here. So let's see. He's moved up on the plate here a little bit. Let's see if we come inside here with a fastball. He's set up outside there.
Weston Rabin now. Foul. Runner goes. Strike called. Throw down. Just a tad late, especially with the one hop. Stolen base for Mitchell. I wonder if Mitchell's been courtesy run for. Let me. Indeed. Cooper Uten made the last batted out. Out to courtesy run. Now he's trying to swipe third. Foul down into the dirt.
Into the dirt. That's right. Into the dirt.
Now you got me spooked from our previous conversation earlier about talking about dirt here. How often we use that in baseball conversation. And we use it here. Synthetic turf. You got me spooked.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people will carry a plate brush.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, you get the rubber pellets.
Yeah, you're right. You do. You get the rubber pellets. And I admit, when my years of umpiring, when I did on turf, I carried a plate brush. And I'm going to tell you why after this pitch.
Well, it's habit too. I mean, as soon as you stop carrying one, you get used to not carrying it. Look at that screamer that goes all the way to the wall. This will be an RBI double, and it's a 7-3 game.
So the story behind me carrying a plate brush, even though you're on turf, when I first started doing games on turf, I thought to myself, why should I carry a plate brush? I don't need to. Dirt, there's nothing out there, right? Well, there's a special bond between a catcher and an umpire.
I know where you're going.
And so the first game I did, my catcher took one short hop curveball that only went about 58 feet. Caught him in a precarious place. And normally an umpire goes out there and he brushes off the plate.
To the left. And it drops for a hit. Takes a big hop over the left fielder's head. Why, I wonder if he lost that ball out there. Run's going to score. Headed into third with a triple now is Jamison Strong. Strong breaks out his big-time speed and motors around the base pads.
Coming from a left-handed hitter, what happens on that inside-out swing puts that spin on the baseball.
Yeah.
And as soon as it hit that turf, boy, she took a left-hand turn right there and definitely fooled him.
Rayburn scores the run.
And it was some flying debris back here from that pitch.
Yeah.
Those so-called pellets that we were just talking about.
So you were umpiring and the catcher got hit, and you didn't have a brush to go out there and brush off the plate, did you?
To buy him some time. I didn't have anything, and I felt awful, so I improvised, though. I went out there like I normally would. I reached into my pocket, grabbed nothing, but I bent over like I had a brush and tried to buy him some time. But from that point forward, I made sure he went to turf and carried a brush.
Oh, two gorgeous pitches to Bryson Hurst. They try to throw behind the runner here. They can have him at Strong at third. He's back. Hurst just took two benders and dropped right in. Got sliders. Bryson's, if Abbott's throwing sliders. Left field base hit. 8-3 ball game. Three in the frame.
Well, this is the thing that LBC was hoping to avoid. They had a great inning the last time with that 1-2-3 inning. But, they weren't able to stop it.
Four in the frame, of course. It's a 9-3 ball game. Beg your pardon.
With one out, Cobb's still not done. If he could get his off-speed over away here, he might be able to get him to ground into a double play here.
Runner going. Throw down. Strike called to Liam Lockhead. And he shows the reaction of an expected reaction from a 12-year-old who took the pitch that he absolutely loathes the fact that he actually took it.
Yeah, that almost leads me to believe that they've got a philosophy there that, if we're stealing, you're taking.
That one got through. Be a strike call. Runner will make his way down to third. Solo, homer, strikeout. This is how the inning has unfolded. Single, double, triple, single. Smart, Mitchell, Rayburn, and Strong have all scored runs. Oh, nerves of steel to lay off that one. Lockhead with a single back in the first.
Well, 2 strikes out, I still look for soft away here. You've been looking at the setup pitch there and liking anything inside, setting up for this curveball away here. Yeah, there it was. You know, when you sit back here and watch a game like this, Chris, you really have a great appreciation for the amount of baseballs that a major league game goes through. You know, just in these youth games, we go through a lot of baseballs. So I can only imagine what they do at the upper levels.
Well, especially now that they won't play with balls that get the least bit dirty, scuffed up. Ooh. Came right off the dome of Lockhead and popped high up into the air to elicit some laughter from some of the fans. Looks like we're going to have ourselves a pitching change. Coach Thompson comes out to have a conversation, a quick one with Callan Abbott. And he's made the move. Take the quick break and tell you about the new hurler in cream and red when we come back. Six-run game now. As Merrick Duarte now climbs the hill, the left-hander. The Lone Star Baseball Club. First man he'll face, Marco Longaro. Marco 0 for 1, ground out victim his first time up. 5-3 to end the first frame. This team's now sitting on a 6-run lead.
Even though they change pitchers, I don't expect LBC's approach to how they pitch these Cobb Astros will change one bit. I think they still want to go soft away and hard and tight.
Oh, gorgeous. Beautiful pitch. LBC needs these 2 outs without another run coming across in the worst way. High fly ball deep into left center field, carrying back, and gone. A soaring, majestic drive out of Longaro. Third home run of the ball game for the East Cobb Astros. They have now a solo, this 2-run homer, and a 3-run homer. A 3-run job?
This was a 3-run home run.
Yeah, 3-run home run, I beg your pardon.
But I tell you what, Lungaro stayed back on the curveball. This is something that he was looking for, and he got what he was looking for and drove it over the center field fence. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, Chris, I thought that, I didn't think it was going to get out. I thought it might stay in the park. And it reminds me of the old Major League movie. You know, it's too high.
Too high.
Too high.
What does that mean, too high? What do you mean, too high? So that's the second 3-run homer of the ball game. 3rd home run overall.
But just like the movie, it was still going.
Major League a top 5 all-time sports movie?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
I
We can stay friends.
I don't see how anybody doesn't put that. You know people who does not put that in
sure.
top 5? No.
Oh, yeah.
No
Sports
way.
movies elicit the wildest opinions.
It does.
I mean,
It does. I mean,
there are people that don't care for the natural in a massive, major way, hate that movie, that are baseball fans. This one on a line and scorched. That one going to one hop to the wall and should be bounced over, it looked like. Now headed into second for a sliding double. Oh, didn't get out of play, I suppose. They're going to say that it did stay in. It'll just be an old-fashioned double for Sawyer Campbell.
Caught the top of the fence just enough just to stay in. The result's still the same, though. Ground rule double, natural double. It's still all the same in the book.
Indeed it did.
Now, I will say, you mentioned the natural. I don't know if I put that in my top 5.
Jackson Nave to the plate now. Yeah, that's fine. But, I mean, if you love sports and you love sports movies and you hate the movie, that's different. You know, some people have too strong. All right, so Major League, and then, see, I'll give you a prime example. Bull Durham.
Love it. Bull Durham.
Good movie. Really good baseball movie. Really good movie. Not my top 5.
Actually, I just watched Bull Durham the night before I came down here to Myrtle Beach. Love the movie.
Oh, little 2-shot jam job that's going to fall. Fair.
I don't know if I put it in my top 5. There's a lot of great lines in that movie. Hit water that fell out of a boat. Oh, I got a pretty good idea of that 2-cent head of yours. I can sit here all day long and do this, you know.
Behind him. Campbell at 3rd. Nave walked in the 1st, struck out in the 2nd. His 3rd at-bat in as many innings. That's when you know your offense is cooking. You have 3 at-bats in the first 3 innings. This team with a 9-run lead. This is the big inning, by the way. This is the big moment. Get this 10-run lead here. After 4, got him, outside corner. Top half of the fourth. Lincoln Lawson. Ivan Coronado. Wesley Mitchell. In a 9-run game. I hate to do it, but we got to start talking about run rule now. 9-run game.
Approaching that zone, yeah, for sure.
Lawson 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That occurred back in the first. Again, it's 10 after 4, even in the national championship game. So LBC needs some runs here, or obviously they'll need to hold East Cobb from scoring a single run in the bottom of the inning.
Yes, your whole approach change at this point here. You're trying to stave off that run rule taking effect. So, you know, you're trying to, even a run or two will help you kind of stave that off and maybe allow you to live another day and another inning and do some damage later on. So 1 or 2 runs here is kind of big for LBC to keep this game going.
That's big, and I don't mean this to, it's always a interesting topic for me to bring up. Like, I'm a real competitor. I never want to get hammered in any ball game ever.
No.
I want to battle to the last. Look, I'm a mental patient when it comes to that. Even if I feel like I may not have a chance to win the game, fly ball in center field, this one's going to be nestling into the glove of Jamison Young.
Well, Young covers a lot of ground out there in center field. They have a lot of confidence. They actually have their corners, outfielders, the left and right fielder, play more towards the line because he can cover so much ground out there. That's a luxury to have, man.
Coronado to the plate now. He too with a strikeout on his tally sheet. Mitchell on deck if anyone reaches Alan Diaz, the left fielder. Just 3 hits in the ball game for LBC.
I think that pitch there was one of those cases where the catcher didn't do his pitcher any favors, how he caught and received the ball, and it caused maybe a possible strike to become a ball.
That's the only mistake we've seen Hurst make. He's a good-looking receiver. See if he frames this one up. Tried to pick it up, couldn't quite. It's just a tad bit too low. Couldn't steal the call. And Coronado's on with a base on balls.
Well, and the good ones know that there's no sense of even trying to steal something like that. You know, live to fight another day as a catcher. I'll try to get one of those that are a lot closer than that one. As a catcher, if you try to frame everything that comes and gets thrown to you, you're going to lose those close ones. I'm telling you, to the umpires like that. They don't like that.
Yeah, but you know they're teaching that now a lot.
A lot.
A lot. Sounds like me. Bit of a source of frustration. Good pitch.
Stayed up in zone a little bit, didn't follow through. Sometimes kids at this age, they give up on that curveball, especially now you're in the 4th inning. It doesn't break like it did in the 1st or 2nd inning.
Fastball stays high.
And that's normal. I mean, it's not anything other than their 12.
Right. Strike zone dancing around on him a little bit now.
Well, I can tell you the coach of these Cobb Astros right now is kind of looking at his assistants going, really? We're up 9? Just not into baseball. Mitchell
back into the at-bat.
nothing drove me batty more than when I had a big lead and started walking people, because those big leads shrink really, really fast.
First time I put my son in a game to pitch.
Walked a lot of people.
3 consecutive stars appearance. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the mound.
Runner breaking. All 4.
Stayed inside, just didn't finish on the curveball there. And you know, like I said, I think it's just a case of the 4th inning, and it is a little humid out here. And those things become a little bit more difficult to throw as opposed when you're in the 1st inning. And you think it would be just the opposite. You got a 9-run inning or a 9-run lead. I think the adrenaline would be up there like, hey, I'm gonna finish this game.
So what are we saying in this meeting at the mound right now if you're out there?
The politically correct version, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Politically correct version is like, turn around, look at the scoreboard. We have 9-run lead. You know, we can't be walking people and putting 3 runners on the bases. You know, let's attack them here. Let's go hard at them. We've tried to be fancy with the curveball. It's not working for us right now. Let's go hard at them. Hey, listen, if they hit you, and the run score, but we got to stop giving them 3 bases. So let's get back to the bases. You're going to see a fastball right here. I'd be ready.
Smoke center field, he was ready. Going to fall in front of the center fielder. He'll come up throwing. Overshoot the cutoff man, 1 hop it to the catcher. So Diaz is on with a single. 3 consecutive men have reached. 2 walks and a hit. And they're loaded for Matthew Brandon. This is exactly what LBC needed to chip into that lead.
Well, that's a great piece of hitting by that young man, because his mindset was the same as mine, right? He's been struggling with getting the off-speed stuff over. The coach goes out and talks to him, gives him the speech just like I said he was going to, and he was going to come with the fastball. You're going to see another one right here. Here comes another fastball. Be ready.
Ground ball at 3rd. Chance to turn it over. 5-4. 3, the double play.
Well, I tell you what, Chris, I didn't know if he was going to have a chance to get this double play because of the bobble right there, just a little bit. But what a great throw. Look at the transition right here by the second baseman. Clears himself by taking the step back and fires an absolute P over to first base to get the double play.
And now, these Cobb Astros 1 run away from walking off to the national crown. Buddy Steyer's Athletic Complex, Grand Park, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The 3rd-year home for the TBS Nationals. And here in 2025, well, we could be a few at-bats away from ending our coverage here on the Travel Ball Select Facebook page. Mercy rules, run rules dictate. If a team has a 10-run lead after 4 at-bats, that ball game will be called. Astros sitting on a 12-3 9-run lead, which means if they can plate one here, for all you non-travel ball aficionados, the uninitiated, as I like to say, a run plated here would put the affair away. Win the national crown. Andrew Smart, the last time we saw him, hit a solo home run.
I tell you, Chris, as the sun sets here on Sunday evening on Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to everyone out there. You know, I'm become a new grandfather myself here a few months ago, so happy Father's Day out there to everyone else on this beautiful Sunday afternoon.
High pop, right side, squirreling its way. Oh, out of play, but a good effort and an opportunity for the right fielder who nearly was able to come up with it. Uh-oh.
Looks like he might have ran into the fence down there.
Yeah. He gave it everything he had when sliding into the fence down there, and as you said, he is down on the play. Trainers and coaches running out there to have a look at him. Changed that right field position defensively a couple of times. I'm going to beg your pardon for not knowing who that young man is down there. Probably better just the same. So now maybe we don't have any aunties. Grandmama's worrying about their youngster down there. But they have changed that right field position, I think, 3 times defensively today. So
While they're attending to the young man down there, I want to take a few minutes here to show my appreciation to Grand Park and all their staff with Jen and Don and Christina and everything they've done for not only Travel Ball Select, but for the young men out here playing this weekend. They did a great job all weekend battling the rain that we encountered all week. And, you know, thanks to you and Amy and Patrick for showing up once again. This is a relationship that I value and love having you guys out here. You guys do a wonderful job with the broadcast, and I know the families and the boys really, really appreciate it.
yeah, it's been a long week for you guys. Everyone here at the park, including yours truly, you and your staff, I beg your pardon. Yeoman's work. I think they're gonna, it's Coronado. Yeah. They're gonna have Ivan check out of the ball game here.
Yeah, he's walking a little woozy there. He might have got his bell rung there. So they're going to take him off. I'm sure he's probably going to go through some percussion protocols with the trainers. You know, and that's one thing that I do here at this event is we have an full-time athletic trainer on staff. You know, heaven forbid anything happen, and you know, but if something does happen, we've got a professional here on site that can handle any type of situation. So, you know, we're grateful for that.
Ryland Smith takes his place out in right. This ball chops right back to Unerate. He'll throw it first for the out.
You know, long gone are the days of old where rub some dirt on it just doesn't cut it anymore. Even though I think my dad would beg to differ.
Depends on the kid. How about that answer? High pop. Right side once again. And out of play. So it's Cooper Uten now. Uten a walk with the bases loaded back in the first. He was a strikeout picked up just last inning. All 11 came to the plate last inning.
You know, I bet you the Astros could put together a pretty competitive basketball team.
Indeed. Well, there's good odds, and you know this as well as anybody. I know it because I've seen some of these kids play high school basketball. There's good odds that a lot of these teams will have one guy who will go on to actually be a highly prized, tremendous athlete in another sport, say in their high school days.
Well, case in point, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. My last team that I coached back in 2014, 2015, we have one player in the major leagues with Seattle Mariners, and we have one that's a linebacker for the Washington Redskins. So, yeah, it's a good observation there, and came true in my situation.
And 2.
How tall do you think Coop is?
Let me stand up, boss.
Yeah, he's taller than you.
Golly, he might be.
I was going to say, he's almost 6 foot for sure.
He's earned a 1-out walk. He's 12 years old. Good Lord. And now Asher Mitchell. This dude's had a fantastic day on the mound. Really nice day.
I think Asher might check in about 5.
Mitchell, 4 innings, 4 hits. He's given up 3 runs, but only 1 of which was earned. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Again, 4 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned. 3 walks and 6 strikeouts. Now he's got a chance to win a national crown at the plate. Fouls it away.
Well, you wanted to end the game right there. That was a big swing.
How many of these boys you think know they're 1 run away? You think all 12?
Yeah, all of them.
All 12 or 13 on the roster?
Absolutely. And I guarantee you all the boys in the field know it as well, too.
12 runs on 9 hits and no errors for East Cobb. Meanwhile, LBC with 3 runs on 4 hits. 3-4-0 for LBC, 12-9-0 for East Cobb. Mitchell 1 for 2, single, stolen base, run score. Runner goes. High fly ball. Out into right center field. Back, and making the catch. About 2 feet, maybe 2.5, 3 feet shy of the wall.
He gave it a ride. He was trying to end the game right there. And I promise you, every one of these kids that come to the plate right now are thinking one thing and one thing only.
Yeah.
And Cooper fell about 5 feet short. I'm sorry, that's not Cooper. Cooper's at first base.
Yeah, that was Mitchell.
Mitchell fell about 5 feet short.
Rayburn now. Weston has a 3-run homer and a double as well. An RBI double, so 4 RBI in the ball game, 6 bases total. He scored 2 runs. He certainly has the power potential. Playing deep in the outfield, by the way, if you're wondering. They'll allow the hit. They want to stay away from the extra base hit.
Yeah, right now, unfortunately, I think the outfielders are going to have to play deep.
Yeah, you always play back against this East Cobb team with their power. High fly to right. That one's deep. It's way back there, and it is gone. And that will do it. It'll be a national championship walk-off run rule 3-run homer. 2-run homer.
Well, we said that every boy that was coming to the plate had one thing in mind, and the previous batter fell a few feet short, but this one did the job and finished it off for a national championship for East Cobb.
Now 14-3 win.
This is their second one of the day. The 9-year-olds won earlier today, so this is the second one for East Cobb.
Handshake line unfolds as you see. I'd say that Weston Rayburn is our player of the ball game. A 3-run homer in the first, an RBI double in the third, and now this 2-run home run to cap off our day. What a week.
Yeah, what a fantastic week, man. I can't complain. You know, even with all the rain and stuff that we had and battled through it, it's all worth it right here, right? When we come in here, and what a beautiful sunset that we had here as a backdrop for our game. And the week is over, and I'm sad to see it's done. It was by and too quick.
Yep. I'll go hand out some rings.
Well, we've hired some staff here to do that now.
Oh,
so
you're not going to go out there and do your speech?
I kind of step back here. We're trying to bring in a new generation.
What?
And kind of let them take over, and changing of the guard, so to speak, right?
I don't like that.
Well,
I'm not a fan of that. I look forward to your speeches, at least for the last one.
yeah.
Oh man, you're gonna let this guy do the...
We're gonna let him. He's doing a great job. He's worked hard all week. He deserves it. Let him go out there and hand the trophies forward.
Hey, man, it was good to be back.
Man, I loved having you back.
It's good being back. I
Always.
missed you guys last year.
I enjoy calling games with you. I wish I didn't have the issues that I had today and I could have called some more games with you, but you know, even an inning to get to call with you is a blessing and a privilege for me, man. I appreciate it.
That was a great time. I always appreciate coming out. You know, I love doing this event. I'll call everything from this to professional sports, but this has always been so special to me in the decade or whatever it is now that I've been a part of it. I guess a little bit more than that now,
Yeah,
a decade and a half, right?
Yeah.
Thanks to Amy Walker, Patrick Glory, our entire crew. It's been a great week here and a great day worth of broadcast. The East Cobb Astros, the dynasty that is the East Cobb Astros, no matter the age group, has won yet another national championship. Congratulations to Lone Star Baseball Club as well for their fine season, Coach Thompson and his crew. I'm Chris Mooneyham for Rick Goff. We appreciate you being with us all day right here on Facebook Watch via the Travel Ball Select page.